What up, everybody? Look at that cute little thing. Acts like she's sleepy and everything. Guarantee if I was laid down next to her, she'd get all excited because she'd want me to scratch her back. So, yeah. Anyway, though, this is, I don't know if you can call it a food for thought video or whatever, but I was just thinking about this earlier. And it's about people who make videos about a certain topic or whatever when their low-key intentions of making it is pretty much to try to get a reaction out of somebody else or trigger them or whatever. Like someone talks crap about video games because they think they're this or that or whatever, right? Again, not mentioning no names, and don't really need to because technically something like this can apply to many people. I've had people bash a game I love before because I didn't care for a game that they like. And I guess they were hoping to get the same kind of like reaction out of me that I caused them to have when I simply critiqued the game that they like. Which again, I wasn't trying to get a reaction out of everything. I just simply didn't care for the game that they love. It's as simple as that. So they started trying to bash on the game I actually like and everything. And I'm like, I don't care, whatever, man. You don't like it, that's on you. It's not gonna deter my experience from it. So, oh, you're just so silly. Anyway, though, you're being so freaking cutesy. It's not even funny. Anyway, though, it's like I said before. I don't have this fanboyistic mentality where I'm gonna lose my shit just because somebody has an opinion that's different from mine or a viewpoint that's different from mine. I don't even care if they're trying to pass off their opinions as if it's a fact or whatever. I don't care. Feel however you want to feel about something. That's a great thing about this country, man. We're freedom of speech and freedom of expression and everything. We're all free to believe and say what we want to believe and say. So, yeah. So, yeah, man, you don't like video games? I mean, whatever. I don't care. I tell you what, though, because I'm not going to say who it is or what the relation is, but I know somebody who is a complete and total schizophrenic psychopath and everything, and constantly he's already had to be taken to multiple different facilities and everything because he's constantly hearing voices in his head and whatnot. Um. Anyway, though, he was always going on with me about how I waste all my time on video games and things like that. Well, I'm like, you know what? I'm glad that, and how he would never do anything like that. I'm like, well, I'm glad you would. I didn't say this because I'm thinking, I'm glad you wouldn't, because with the way that person is, he'd be one of those people who would play a video game, and since he's not in the proper state of mind and, has schizophrenia and everything else, he would probably start trying to imitate the violence or whatever that's in those video games. And, yeah, because let's be honest, most cases where you see somebody doing something really, really stupid and heinous because it happened in a video game, that's all caused from people already having a mental illness and everything. It doesn't really have anything to do with the video game itself. You know, you have to be in a right enough mind to be able to tell the difference between, fiction and reality. Let's just keep it real on that. So it all comes down to mental illness when it's all said and done. So, yeah. But nonetheless, though, back to what I was saying, it's like, yeah, you want to hate something, don't support something, I don't care. It's no sweat off my sack whatsoever. As a matter of fact, I kind of get a laugh or a little chuckle out of it when somebody does try to bash something I like because they think they're going to get some kind of reaction or some kind of one up or whatever. Like, I don't care. Like, seriously, man. I don't have the mentality of a fanboy. I'm not going to lose my shit because somebody has, because someone thinks differently from me. Like, for real. I ain't going to be like Daniel Ralph who freaks out over somebody because they don't support Lolicon. So, yeah. Y'all take care. God bless and peace.